Yeah, that's good.
Oh, it's starting. Okay, that is good.
You okay?
Well, it's a different question, but yes, we are recording and doing what we need to do.
Okay, so we're gonna call the meeting of the planning board of the Borough of Flemington to order. This in-person and virtual meeting is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. Both adequate and electronic notice of this in-person and virtual meeting has been provided by way of publication in the Hunterdon County Democrat and Courier News newspapers on or about January 23rd, 2025 and January 19th, 2025. In addition, notice of the meeting was posted on the door of the Borough of Flemington Municipal Building located at 38 Park Avenue and any handicapped accessible entrances thereto. Posted on the municipal website, provided to the municipal clerk and distributed to all persons, if any, requesting copies of same. This meeting is being recorded with both audio and video and may be rebroadcast. This meeting is a judicial proceeding. Any questions or comments must be limited to the issues that are relevant to what the board may legally consider in reaching a decision, and the quorum appropriate to a judicial hearing must be maintained at all times. Okay, so we're going to do flag salute, then we're going to do oaths of office, then we're going to do roll call.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Okay, so before we get started, we have a number of individuals that need to be sworn in again tonight. Mayor Caro, Mr. Campion, Councilwoman Engelhardt, Ms. Weitzman, Mr. Hain, and Mr. Pavers. So if you could all raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Hannah Weitzman,
Do you solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state, county, and borough,
and in this state, county, and borough,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
and I will faithfully, impartially, and justly
perform all the duties of a planning board member
perform all the duties of a planning board member
for the Borough of Flemington according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the Borough of Flemington to the best of my abilities, so help me God.
Congratulations. All right, so
Thank
Hannah,
you.
I have yours. You'll stop in tomorrow and then.
Yeah.
Whoever that. Mike, I have yours here too. You've got yours.
Who put these out? Do you know, Kara?
You know, there was you when we got here, so.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Engelhardt did not get one.
Oh, okay.
Do we have an extra?
No, I have Mark's and Hannah's.
Oh, here's
It's
one.
not by tomorrow.
Speak.
Surprised.
Well, there was one, we'll look at the list.
I mean, she's on the list.
I know, I saw a new one, but I was.
All right, yeah, I have Mike. And Hannah's, yeah. So I'll give all these back. Okay, so now roll call. Mayor Caro,
Here.
Councilwoman Engelhardt, here. Mr. Campion,
Here.
Ms. Giffen,
Yeah.
Ms. Weitzman,
Here.
Ms. Swingle,
Here.
Mr. Schob,
Here.
Mr. Slanger,
Here.
Mr. Dashna,
Here.
Mr. Eckel,
Here.
Mr. Hain,
Here.
Mr. Pavers,
Here.
Ms. Kaczynski here, and Engineer Clerico, Planner Kyle, and Engineer Troutman are excused. Okay, first order of business, so I can stop having to do this, is we need nomination for chair.
I nominate Karen Giffen.
A second.
Karen, do you accept the nomination?
Yes.
Any other nominations? Okay, Roll call for Ms. Giffen as chair. Mayor Carroll.
Yes.
Councilman Engelhardt.
Yes.
Mr. Campion.
Yes.
Ms. Giffen.
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman.
Yes.
Ms. Swingle.
Yes.
Mr. Show.
Yes.
Mr. Slinger.
Yes.
And Mr. Dashna.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep,
You done that?
I'm done.
Well, I call for a nomination for a vice president.
I nominate Jeff Dashna.
Second.
I can do the roll call for that now, right? Okay,
Yeah, or I can, whatever you want.
you do it.
Well, Jeff accepts.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
did you accept?
Yes.
Sorry.
Any other nominations? Hearing none, Mayor Carroll.
Yes.
Councilman Engelhardt.
Yes.
Mr. Campion.
Yes.
Giffen.
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman.
Yes.
Ms. Swingle.
Yes.
Mr. Show.
Yes.
Mr. Schlanger.
Yes.
And Mr. Dashna.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. All right, let's move on to item 3 then. It's a time for public comments for items not currently on the agenda. If anybody in the room has any public comments, take a quick look online. Hold on, somebody's sitting there. Hold on, let's see. If there's anybody online would like to make a comment, please use the raise hand feature on Zoom. Somebody called Miss, right now. If you wish to make a comment. Okay, assuming none at this point, we'll move on. Item 4, chair remarks. I don't want to say too much other than thank you once again for placing your trust in me to guide us all through this craziness that is planning board. Hopefully, this nomination is an indication of the reasonably okay job that you feel I've done, and I promise to try and do at least that, and if not more, for the next year moving forward. For you all. So just keep it short and sweet, I think. We'll move on to item 5, mayor's remarks.
Well, thank you. Happy New Year to everybody. I want to congratulate you and Mr. Dashna for leading us again. I want to welcome Mr. Pavers to the planning board and welcome back Councilwoman Engelhardt back to the planning board.
Thank you.
I do want to let you know that the parking committee started working last year. When Councilwoman Pissarro and Councilwoman Engelhardt were members on a couple of parking ordinances, one of which will definitely, I'm hoping both will be introduced at the end of this month with the new members of the parking committee, Councilwoman Herbert and Councilman Levitt, and one of which should end up definitely coming back here in regards to parking lots and allowing owners of property to have off-site parking in their parking lots that they can rent out to any business and any person. It's been reviewed by Councilwoman Engelhardt, Council and Vice Chair Dashna from the planning board, and it would be a really good thing to do. Also, I'm hoping to have finished by the end of the month, introduced as well, an ordinance that will give financial teeth to zoning violations, because right now we have the courts turning down putting in serious violation financial pain to violators of our zoning ordinances, because I guess our zoning ordinance just doesn't have the language it's supposed to have that specifically gives an amount. It's kind of generic and vague. So municipal attorneys firm, our municipal attorneys firm, Chris Corsini, his one of his partners, Matt Flynn, is going to be providing an ordinance from another municipality that he considers to be very, very good. This week coming, and you know, when I get it, I will definitely be circulating it to the councilwoman and the chair, and probably to you as well, Kara, just to take a look, and Mr. Dashna. I don't know, I don't think that kind of thing would end up at the planning board for approval, but I think it's good to have some eyes on it. But it's definitely a loophole, and you know, we have these constant violators of our zoning ordinances and, it's been a challenge for our property maintenance official to find other ordinances in our code to be able to put on a financial fine. So this will make it a lot easier for him. And I'm just gonna say, it. This is a large part of this is coming out of a vast amount of complaints that I, and I'm sure other members of council have had about the road not being completed at Sangle. You know, the resolution gave him, I believe, 8 weeks or 6 weeks to do that road. He hasn't even started it, and it's been months and months and months. And he has a pre-construction meeting tomorrow, and so, you know, we need something with teeth. Because he's done a lot of other work at the site, but not the road that he promised us, and it was closed all for Christmas. And my phone was ringing off the hook from angry business owners, and rightfully so.
One of the things I would suggest that will certainly help from a zoning violation perspective in municipal court. If we want to put more teeth in the planning board's jurisdiction, we can certainly look at condition language in circumstances where we have those time periods. And you know, make sure that that language is in there too.
Okay.
To give you a little more teeth here as well.
Well, my understanding from our municipal attorney is that all of this rests with the planning. It's resolution compliance, it's not the council.
It's resolution compliance, yes. In that particular instance, you were talking about zoning ordinance violation provisions of the code,
Right.
which is separate, but this. It impedes the issuance of building permits because resolution compliance isn't satisfied, or COs because resolution compliance isn't satisfied, but as far as other penalties or other issues they would have to address, that would have to be separate. So
Would
it's
this
just
be-
something to think about.
Would this be part of the same ordinance?
No.
This would be
No,
something
this would
you
be a
could look
condition
at?
of the resolution, correct.
I'm all in favor of you looking at this, and Kara, and
Sure.
it has to be passed by the governing body, but it would come
Yes.
up recommended from the planning board.
Well, we were just talking about that. It depends on what section of the code it's codified in. If it's going to be codified in a zoning ordinance or land development section, then yes, it has to come here. If it's in another section and it doesn't technically affect zoning or land development, then it doesn't have to come here. Doesn't mean it can't. You can always go over and above what the MLU requires. But, you know, if that's.
Well, and as the construction code liaison, construction department liaison the last couple of years, obviously I'm familiar with what Dave's been struggling with. And your point is important in that perhaps you got inspired by the Stengel, but Dave's been struggling with this for other issues above and beyond zoning for the last year. In fact, like say the last year and a half, we've kind of done some almost kind of pulling the flag up the pole test run, saying, okay, we've got this violation, nothing to do with planning board, you know, but this violation, and it gets, you know, it goes to the court system. So it takes a long time, you know, months and months, it gets kicked back. So then Dave does a different one, again, not related at all to anything related to planning board, and it gets kicked back from, so I guess my concern is not all of this, your inspiration to get this done quickly, yeah, obviously, we've all been getting the complaints about Stengel Road, but so in that regard, violations like that are certainly related to resolution compliance, but and we had talked about this, the last line that you just said with where it lives in the planning, in the ordinance, that I had spoken to Chris about, oh gosh, maybe 9 months ago, again, before the whole Stengel Road thing. And that was definitely a concern because not all of this stuff, in fact, in my 2 years or year that I've been dealing, my year that I've been dealing with the construction department, the majority of the stuff was not resulting from zoning and planning. So I'd be hesitant to, I want to talk
It
to
sounds like
Chris.
it needs to be two.
It might need, well, that's the thing,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
exactly where I'm.
Nat, who is Chris's partner, is doing the one that will
Right.
handle
The stuff I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
But he knows, I called
There
him
may be an
about,
issue here
I
too.
called him about
Yeah.
this. And after I talked to Dave Giuliani,
Mhm.
so, cause I said
He
to
called me,
Dave, yeah, I said to Dave, what can you do about this resolution compliance? And he said, oh, I can definitely issue him a fine, I can tell him I'm gonna go after him, I
Yeah.
can do a summons, I can do all of that. He said, but, you know, when it comes down to the court, you have to get really creative, my word, not his.
And that's my,
So it sounds
concern
like
is.
it's 2 ordinances.
Well,
At least,
yeah,
yeah.
and
Once
I'm
we see
not
what they wanna do,
necessarily
they-
sure. I'm not sure, I mean, I think this is something we need to talk to Chris in detail about and Mark, and that, I'm not necessarily sure if it's really one ordinance or if it's two, living in 2 different places.
Which it may be, so it
Yeah,
sounds like to me.
Which is what I
And-
was gonna say.
And conditions imposed on resolutions.
Well, that was my
were
question.
printed.
Can I-
So it's.
Let me
it's
just,
place
are
to
we
say.
allowed to impose penalties and fines as conditions of approvals? I know we can withhold TCOs and COs, I know we can hold, you know, you can't pull this permit until X, Y, and Z, like that we regularly do.
We cannot impose fines, but what we can do is impose time periods and require them to come back for extensions and require certain conditions as a result of those extensions.
Okay.
That's where
Which
my
are
mind
basically
is.
fines because they have to pay all the professionals to show up.
So, you know, but it's related to the approvals or not, and again, that's a definite case by case basis, like all conditions are. But separate and apart from giving the zoning officer the teeth that he needs to be successful before the court in imposing fines, in having enforcement with your zoning ordinances, which he doesn't really have the jurisdiction to impose fines on our condition, that's on us. He's
Well,
gotta
and
live in
that
his own.
goes in addition to resolution compliance, who's really responsible for that, because in the end. He's got the only teeth, and that is holding TCOs and CFOs, right?
Yeah, but if we
then-
gotta, if there's a
Where do we
resolution,
go with that?
if there's a resolution condition saying this with a time period,
Mhm.
and then he can issue a stop work order.
Yes,
Is that
yeah,
out of
if we
compliance?
put that in our
for our
resolution,
construction
A
officer.
construction worker can
Yes.
issue a stop work
Yes.
order if they're out of
Yeah.
the timeline,
he's
right?
got that
That's
power
real-
too, but that's not our power again, that's his power.
But
So
if
if
it-
what we're writing in our,
but if it goes through this.
well, well, that's what I'm saying, but he's administering the resolution,
Yes.
we're not.
Yes.
Right,
So I
which is
guess
why we have
that's
to do
where-
this in conjunction with both the departments work out
Right.
how best to help them
Well,
and us and all.
hopefully by the end of this month, there'll be one ordinance to introduce that's gonna take care of the older problems and the issues of zoning around the town.
It's not just zoning, it's also construction.
Construction.
Yeah, it's all kinds of violations,
I don't wanna.
yes, so
That's why
so that would be step
Exactly.
1. And then you, Kara, are gonna work on step 2.
We go, exactly, and then we may wanna discuss when Jay and Beth and Bob are here too. Because resolution compliance and. That's very important before any COs, et cetera, are issued, and in
Right.
a lot of towns, I think we had.
That's what I'm
talked
getting
about
to,
this a
yeah.
while back,
Mhm.
Bob issues a report that says every item of the resolution in his letter and everything's been done, everything's been paid, everything's been satisfied. His sign off, that's sign off. I don't usually have one unless there's a deed restriction or, you know, some subdivision.
That way they
you know,
can
deed
start to
or
put a
something
picture
like that.
with the bad guy, he's saying you didn't get your sign off.
Correct.
The planning
Correct,
board.
and he has something in hand then also to be able to refer back to, so I think the end result is exactly what you're looking for, but there may be a lot of different pieces to that.
I just wanna make sure that we're distinguishing the 2 different things, the zoning and planning.
Yep.
Portion of it and the construction code enforcement, because they're really 2 separate things the last year.
Right, not to add another fuel of fibre, something I think could tie in is related, something that I was gonna mention that I wanted to work on is escrows.
Okay.
Our escrow amounts and compliance on that needed to be updated.
Yeah.
Even, I think we mentioned it previously.
Yep.
That we needed to look at it, and we didn't get round to it last year
Yep.
because of all the kerfuffle. So I'm thinking that could tie in some way, because we need to make sure, one problem we've been having is that, getting the correct amount of escrow to allow our professionals to do their jobs in terms of even including resolution compliance,
Yeah.
to make sure we have enough covered. can be one of the parts of the T, so maybe we can tie that in with looking at both things.
Yep, I think we look at the amounts of the applications and escrows that we've done. I think if I recall correctly, we did this a while back. We had looked at the amounts and thought
We
about.
started to do it.
And maybe
then
never
we have
finished it.
Never upgrade. She was looking at saying like, we need to upgrade our ordinance or wherever it's in.
It would be an ordinance and
Coded.
application, yeah.
That we need to increase those
Yeah.
amounts so that we have enough to cover us before people come in.
And
It's constant, the pots are constantly getting to fumes before a public hearing. We
Which
don't
I think
wanna-
is two parts. So I think one of it is, are we collecting enough upfront
Mhm.
to cover the costs of the board and its professionals that you feel comfortable with? And then number two, establish a procedure that basically says when it gets below X amount, there automatically needs to be a replenishment. Otherwise, there'll be no further review by the board professionals or no here. I mean, again, other towns are very strict with stuff like this.
Right.
And so
Well,
it's
then
very
let's-
easy to be done.
Let's pull from what other towns are doing
Yeah.
and make sure, because it might sound like we're trying to be punitive to people, it's not. It's
No.
actually trying to save the taxpayers' money, because when there's not enough escrow in the accounts, we end up having to cover, we can't not pay our bills, but it's supposed to be covered by an applicant, and we get into little situations right now. But that's my focus on that, is to save money for the town
Yep.
taxpayers, right? Make sure it's covered the way it's supposed to be. So
Yeah,
sorry to jump in on that point.
No, I think all these things are very interrelated. If
Yeah.
we can resolve all of them and look at them
Sounds like
together, I
good
think
time.
it'll be a big help.
Yeah, the two things can work together.
Okay.
All right,
That's
is
it.
that enough?
That's everything.
Okay, thank you. Item 6, council remarks, please.
just thank you very much. I missed you all and I'm excited to be back.
Okay, good to hear that. All right, item 7, HPC remarks. Dennis, do you have anything for us today?
Yes, I do. We had our meeting on December 17th, and the HPC approved 18 Maple Avenue application for roofing and siding changes. Regarding the CLG historic designation, once the Borough Council adopts and publishes the changed historic preservation ordinance language, the HPC will submit the application to the State Historic Preservation Commission for Flemington to be designated a certified historic local government. The HPC is planning to sponsor a house and garden tour on Saturday, June 6th from 11 to 5, and potentially a holiday house tour on Sunday, December 6th. If anyone's interested in participating in any way, please let me know. And then last, I just want to remind, we do have the HPC has the revised list of historic properties that the planning board just needs to review. Remember, it's around Courthouse Square. It's mainly removing buildings that are no longer there, like Flemington Fur Building. And it's not changing boundaries. It's just updating the list so that we can publish it on the website. And I think we're going to add that to an agenda item in the future. So just let us know and we can close that out. And that's it for me.
Okay, perfect. So you want to get on the agenda for the change list. Okay, thank you. All right, item 8, resolution PB 2026-01, the open public meetings notice. Anybody have any queries or comments on that resolution that we're putting forward? It's the standard boilerplate thing that we do every time.
Remove it.
Thank you.
Second. And just making sure that, because the law updated about notice and all that, this complies with the new rules.
This complies, we may need to make an amendment once we get closer to that March
Yeah.
date. But this complies with what we're required to do right now.
Can you just clarify for me, the March date is when we don't have to have newspaper notices, is that
And
correct?
then you have to put it on the website.
Right, okay,
Yeah, it's not required to be in paper, you can certainly still continue to do it, but that's the website though.
okay,
Mayor Carroll?
Yes.
Ms. Giffen?
yes.
Mr. Dashna?
Yes.
Ms. Engelhardt?
Yes.
Swingle?
Ms. Swindle?
Mr. Campion?
yes,
Mr. Show?
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman?
Yes.
Mr. Slinger?
Yes.
I'll update that and then send that over for signature.
Actually, Mark, I suddenly thought, you're sitting right there, do you want to come up? We have a chat.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, I just didn't want you, I suddenly realised you're there and we got an invitation over. Alright,
I just asked one question, I had forgotten to bring this up until this point. Mark is alternate 4?
Correct.
Okay, so we'll keep 3 is open.
Yeah, three is open.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
alright, item 9, resolution PB 2026-02, appointments for professional services, that was previously circulated. Any queries or comments on that at all? Any questions?
My movement,
Second.
Second was Mr. Schlinger. Mayor Carroll,
yeah,
Chair Giffen,
Yes.
Vice Chair Dashna,
Yes.
Councilwoman Engelhardt,
Yes.
Ms. Swingle,
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
Abstain.
Mr. Show,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
and Mr. Schlinger.
Yes.
Same on that one.
Okay, thank you. All right, resolution PB, item 10, resolution PB 2026-03 is the board secretary position. It's with great sadness. Having
I've been here before.
been through
Reluctance, sadness.
last year and thinking that Carla was going to continue, that I have to report, as you can guess from this resolution, that she has said that she actually does not want to continue. We did ask her to stay on through the end of February doing paperwork, at least for us, and she sent the packet round and everything, until such time as we can find a replacement. Can I talk about that right now, just before we do the resolution?
You can, I just wanna check, it says the beginning of February, is it actually the end?
She has said to me, both verbally and in writing, that she will not leave the planning board hanging as far as doing the notices and the whatever paperwork. She doesn't want to attend another night meeting. I mean, it's really what it comes down to, right? So it's way up at the top of the county, it's a long ride for her.
Okay.
Sometimes these have been very late meetings, so she doesn't want to do the night.
Make sure drafting.
I think if we're,
Yeah.
it says beginning of February, I would feel more comfortable with a date certain on that in terms of the resolution itself.
Yeah,
Like through,
I mean, through the end or through February 28th or.
I missed it, I thought it was at
January
the end of
first.
February, I thought she'd agreed to do 2 months.
I thought.
If we
that's
don't
the
find
email
somebody,
said.
if we
Correct.
don't find somebody.
Correct.
Because I know that you like to feel more comfortable that we have somebody officially in that
Yes.
position, so I asked if she would do this.
Yes.
I did miss that, that's on me that I missed it
No
at the
problem.
beginning and not the end. Can we change that?
Yes.
Maybe I can speak to her?
Yeah.
And we can change that resolution to say the end, or if you want to define the number.
I would, my preference is if we're saying January 13th, we should then also have a date for the February ending.
Until February 28th.
28th is just.
2026.
So say not later than, because if you hire somebody prior to.
Well,
Well, we're gonna have to
new
do it.
resolution.
Okay.
And that will supersede.
Yeah, and this'll have her be on temporary because, listen, as much as I don't understand why anyone wouldn't jump at the chance to be here. It may take a little while, we may have.
Put that out in the universe.
I will, I just did. Did I?
Thank you.
I thought
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, so I would do that. So the motion, unless there's any other discussion, would be with that one change that she's appointed temporarily until February 28th, 2026. And then once we do the new contract, then we'll take her office appoint as temporary and local.
And the other bit of discussion I will pass on to everybody is that we do have somebody that is interested in doing the position that Jeff and I are going to interview on Friday morning at 8 AM. She's coming in nice and early, so I can get back to work. And so we have that set up. So I'm hopeful and positive that this will be, yes, please, everybody touch everything, cross everything. She came recommended and by phone, she's open to it. So I'm excited to that. If any of the board members
Experience?
want to, she's currently the
You don't have to, you don't have to. say.
somewhere else.
Yeah,
So,
the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know.
yeah, no, I didn't, she's clapped somewhere. But if any of the other board members want to be involved in that discussion or have things they want us to ask, if you're not able to come, it's set up 8 o'clock Friday. I'm not changing it. Sorry, still, that's the only thing I can do. And but if anybody wants to either send questions or queries or come along, you're more than welcome, not excluding anybody.
No, but we want to make sure we don't have a quorum, so we can
Yes.
take one or two.
We can take one or two. That's my good point. Thank you. But
And
I
then
just
to
wanted
your
to
point, if
say
anyone has questions, I mean, that's,
that I
Absolutely.
think we should ask,
yeah,
absolutely.
send emails.
If there's things you want the secretary to know that we want from them, let us know.
Yeah.
Okay? Absolutely, no problem. And we will update people if that is successful.
Has this been moved or no?
Not yet, no.
So I will move as amended.
Thank you.
Second,
Second,
Mayor Carroll,
yeah, Mr. Joshua.
you guys always like to do it that way.
We do like to do it that
Wait, is it, that's the institutional.
We could do it that way.
Yes.
Vice Chair
Yes,
Doster,
yes.
Mayor Carroll,
Yes.
Chair Giffen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Englehardt,
Yes.
Ms. Ringel,
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
yes,
Mr. Show,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
and Mr. Schlinger.
Yes.
Yes, I'm on that. Okay, thank you. All right, so item 11 is resolution 2026-04, adopting planning board meeting dates for 2026. The astute amongst you may have noticed that some of the dates have changed from what we came forward for. I will tell you that some of the dates have changed to suit the previous resolution and the previous discussion we had. That the person we were interviewing on Friday suggested some dates that they couldn't do. So I changed some of them to match that, to maximize the meetings that that person, if they were taken on, could be at with the other dates in mind. Which
And
is
that way,
why.
if he turns you down, you can say, we changed our whole calendar for you.
Well, I was just thinking, while we've got this chance to do it, if she truly has told me already
Yeah.
she cannot do those,
Yeah.
why even schedule a meeting that date?
Fair enough.
So that's why some of them might have moved, which is why the May one is that third Tuesday, that's right. There was one that was
December 22nd was one we kept talking about, but
That one
obviously-
changed.
Those
A
changed,
November
as
one
people
changed,
know.
and a November one changed.
The November one changed for this reason, and also some of them that end up being then close up to other ones or something. I
Yeah.
did make a
Yes.
note to my own self that those are ones that I will be the first to like. If we don't have agenda items, we'll cancel those odd, strange ones.
Yeah, no,
Keep that in mind as we
Yeah,
go. through.
we definitely had discussion around December 22nd and considering doing it on the 15th. But if you're saying that that needs to be that way,
Wait, no, you're absolutely right. No, that's a catch. I did ask you to change that.
so December 15th.
15.
Yeah, so
It's fine.
yeah, because
Thank
no one
you.
wants to do a Christmas.
Wait, so the 15th is on, not the 22nd off.
Yes. I'm sorry, I know she's put it in I remember I asked, and I missed that catch, I asked Carla to change the dates and that one, and we had two separate discussions about it, and that's why.
So
Do we need to
it's
amend the resolution?
8th
Yeah.
of December and the
15th.
15th of December.
December.
Okay,
Everything
So-
else is the same as amended from the last list.
yeah.
Yes, just change the 22nd to the 15th. And we
So with the new list, there are now two conflicts with the environmental commission. So I will bump our meetings. So this doesn't have to change.
They have this room, so.
Melissa, that's very kind of you. Oh, we can talk about those later as well, and we can work something out to help you out. I'm sorry. But we can go ahead with these dates, Melissa. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's fine.
You're the best. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, motion in a second.
Move.
Second.
Mayor Carroll,
Yes.
Vice Chair Dashna,
Yes.
Chair Giffen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Engelhardt,
Yes.
Ms. Ringel,
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
yes,
Mr. Show,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
and Mr. Schlinger.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right. So put the dates in your diaries. Let me know if you're not gonna be around. But we're doing pretty well now with our forums and everything, having enough, so that's good, but if there's any major dates, and like I said, some of them can be changed.
Just email you when.
Yes, in triplicate, 6 weeks in advance with the correct spelling of your name.
And pronunciation.
And the pronunciation.
It should be under.
March 24th, you can go.
Oh, all right, so now we know what our year is gonna look like. All right,
Challenger.
item 12, professionals reports. Carl, you're the only one here to give it.
I don't have that.
Okay, great. That's a wonderful, succinct.
It's a great report, isn't it?
It's the best. Love it. All right, we do have some minutes that Carla did for us that were distributed. So we have, I need a motion for approval of minutes for October 28th, 2025, assuming that there's no questions or comments on them at all.
Second.
Alright, I'm sorry, who was?
Me.
Approved.
Second was Josh. Okay, so Mayor Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Campion.
Yes.
Giffen,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
Ms. Swingle.
Yeah.
Mr. Show,
Yes.
Mr. Slanger,
Yes.
Mr. Dashna.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mr. Eckel.
Yes.
All right, similarly, I need a motion for the October 28th, 2025 executive minutes that were distributed.
So moved.
Okay, that was Mr. Slanger, second,
Second.
Carroll. Mr. Slanger,
Yes.
Mayor Carroll.
Yes.
Mr. Campion,
Yes.
Ms. Giffen,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
Mr. Show,
Yes.
and Mr. Eckel.
Yes.
And
We're at exec?
This is why I was looking at the minutes there, that I was at the meeting, but not the exact.
is that the one that you had to? No.
Did you have to recuse yourself?
No, the Flemington Circle, was talked about, so there's,
And Mr. Dashna?
yeah, I'm gonna abstain. But just in case, but I just record that as the vote, but.
Yep.
I thought I was there, but I will, there might be an error in the minutes, but I will.
Right.
I mean, we have plenty to include you anyway, so
Yeah.
we're okay, but I'll put you as an abstention.
Yeah, just to get the pressure, I guess.
Sure.
No,
Whoever was like that.
Yeah, I thought I missed one of the other exec sessions, but I don't think I missed them.
Right. Okay, so then let's move on to November 25 regular minutes. Can I have a motion to approve those, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Right, Carol. Okay. Mr. Slanger,
Yes.
Mayor Carroll.
Yeah.
Ms. Giffen,
Yes.
Ms. Weitzman,
Yes.
Mingle.
Yeah.
Mr. Show,
Yes.
Mr. Dashna.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mr. King.
Yes.
All right, item 14 is listed as public hearing for Spark Car Wash, which is continued.
Sorry. Wasn't were you in that executive session? Yeah. I'll put you on this extension for that one also. I don't know why. Okay. All right.
All right, sorry.
Sorry. Go right ahead.
Sorry, item 14, public hearing, Spark Car Wash, application 2502. This is continued from 12/16/25. I wrote in here agenda to a date to be determined after meeting dates approved, so therefore they would be on the agenda for January 27th. How far through did we get?
Well, here's, I don't know how far through we got of their presentation, but my one concern is that they do have to resubmit revised plans. That was
Okay.
one of the things we had them go back because we wanted to see and take a look at what it is that they were doing, so.
Right,
I haven't seen anything yet. And I don't know if we're going to get it, so I mean, it's up to you guys if we want to put them on for the February date.
Would you reach out to them, Kara, and ask?
Oh, I'll let
Okay.
them both know, yeah.
Okay,
Well, we have to pick something.
We have to pick a date right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so they don't mean no.
I mean, you would let them know and ask them if they
Oh,
are really
100%.
ready, and if they say no, then.
I mean, listen, I would say just to be safe, so we're not going back and forth, we could put them on the February
Fine.
meeting, which would be February 10th, and then if they need more time after that, then they go to the next February meeting.
And we're all right with that
Yep.
time scale
Yeah.
for them in terms, we're not delaying.
Absolutely.
Right.
And
I
then,
like that idea a lot of people.
and it also gives, some of the members who were not at that hearing a chance to listen to the YouTube, which included, I think, Mr. Campion,
Mhm.
Councilwoman Engelhardt. Mr.
Which I think they would want.
I mean.
Yeah, I can't remember who else was there.
I was.
I'm
You weren't
sorry,
there.
could you repeat the dates that I mean, I could certainly go look it up, but you just said what date was from last year, do I need to listen to?
So you need
It's
to
12,
listen to,
16.
yeah.
It's only
Well,
it's
it's only one.
It was only one meeting because we had.
Oh, it's right there, that's
were-
the only meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were dealing with completeness with them for a while. and-
Yeah.
slots.
Yeah.
December
Seeing
16th.
it being bounced from down the line a while, so I just didn't wanna listen to all of them.
Yeah, it's just that one,
Okay.
and that's all that was on it, so it should.
Right.
Okay,
So
so
Jeff
we
was in
all,
charge, so it was running
Yeah,
really
you
well.
weren't, that's right, you weren't here either.
right, so if we all listen to that one, we'll be eligible.
Yeah.
I had a heating disaster at work, it was a nightmare.
Oh, that's right, I remember that.
Mm.
All right, so just for purposes of any public that are listening, we are going to adjourn the public hearing on Spark Car Wash application 2025-02 to the board's meeting of February 10, 2026. I will advise council, I will also advise council that they need to have their revised plans in at least 10 days before. That's our requirement, but I would think they probably wanted a little bit more than that to get box and fine.
And it was more than, just to say, it was more than just the revised plans. There was all sorts of data that they were
Correct.
alluding to that they were gonna
Correct.
give to us to look at about water.
Correct.
A lot of data.
No, the only reason I say that is our plans are, that's where that 10-day requirement really comes in. They can
Right.
technically bring everything else in as exhibits, but I don't necessarily think that's in
I
their best
think,
interest.
I
to do
think that
so.
if you're gonna
No.
talk to them, make sure that they understand that Clerico's gonna need to review all of it, including the water
The
stuff.
data,
So let's.
Okay,
let's include that as something that they can't just bring us
Right,
something to
because they
do.
gave conflicting testimony on their own data. So
That's not a good start.
now let's not talk about.
I'm just reminding.
It's my public hearing.
Correct. All right, so that's that adjournment. The next one we have is St. Magdalene,
Yeah,
application 2025-06.
now, I'm glad I'm happy that they can come, we can put them on January 27th. That's not too complicated.
No,
They're
I
all
don't
ready to
think
go.
so.
And then,
Pat's got a hand up.
Anna, you have a hand up, sorry, go on.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to recuse myself from that one, so I just wanna make sure everyone's gonna be around.
Right across the street.
You're on the 200-foot list, that's right, exactly.
Or at least we assume, because they never really, I still haven't gotten anything from them about it.
There was confusion about that, about where the 200-foot starts.
Bob Clerico was positive, so,
You have, yeah.
I mean,
so-
I'm literally across the street from them, so.
yeah.
So I will let council know, but I know when we did completeness back on the November 25th meeting. We told them that they should go back and get an updated 200-foot list for that, assuming that they have. And assuming that they can do notice in time.
Right.
This is a minor site plan, right? Or was it a major?
No, mine.
It's
Minor, but I don't know if they have any variances. I don't have the file with me, so I don't know if it's on my end. Well, either which way, I will check with council. We'll schedule it for purposes of the board for the January 27th meeting, assuming they can get everything squared away. If not, you decide what you want to do at that meeting, and we'll push
Well,
that
if you can
to.
get in touch with them ASAP, they've got 10 days to.
I'll do it tonight.
Perfect.
I mean, and obviously, if they are not ready for the 27th, we could always carry them.
Correct,
Yeah,
correct.
it would just be good to.
I just want to make sure that 200-foot list is correct, because we don't want them to go through all of that, schedule it for a hearing, and then we don't have jurisdiction.
That's we said to that to them at the complete.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Karen,
Good catch.
if we're a member of I'm a member of St. Max,
Okay.
should I be recusing myself?
I mean,
It's kind of
technically,
like,
yeah,
there's a lot
technically-
of.
yeah, case law basically says that if that was the case, then most residents
Yeah,
of the, synagogues, churches would have to recuse themselves. If you're a board member or some sort of
No, I don't
voting
think-
member, it's a little bit different. or you feel, and we'll go through, as you know, we've tried to continue to do, whether you have any reason why you feel you can't be unbiased.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're not required.
If there's any like nervousness, I think it's best to we have enough alternates.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a
We'll be all
light
right.
thing anyway. I don't wanna,
Maybe best to.
I don't wanna make any impression, but I did wanna expose that.
Yeah.
Because of course you can listen and you can.
Yeah,
be involved in
exactly.
this. Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you for that.
Alright, so I'll reach out to Steve on that one.
You have a question on this? Yeah.
Yeah, just, what was the meeting date? Was the 25th of November?
29th of January.
7th of January.
No, the previous meeting.
Not yet.
There was
no
no hearing.
Completeness.
Yes, you don't have to watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, they just done the completeness.
Right,
part.
And you don't have to
It's
listen to
public.
those, that's okay.
But I mean, if you want to, you can.
Yeah,
It familiarizes you with
That doesn't
this.
hurt, I mean,
I wrote it down too.
so what was
I
the,
know.
that was the 25th of November is when.
It was
Yeah.
in November for sure, yeah.
I had it here, hold on.
Completeness is basically we're saying their application is complete and ready to go forward.
November 25th.
We still, nothing got decided, nothing got taught, you know what I'm saying, like that
Kind of like
process.
procedural.
Yeah, it's,
We have enough to go forward and listen.
that's all it is, we didn't.
So we have a check, we have a
I might
checklist.
save myself the time.
Well, you can certainly, everything, we now have, everything's online, you can go look at the
Sure, yeah.
documents that were submitted.
Yep.
That,
Yeah.
everybody should do that to remind themselves of things. Carl usually sends them out, but you can go online,
Okay.
it's online.
And let's, to that point, that's a good point, let's make sure that our new members have copies of what was distributed.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, they're-
Yeah. I mean, they are online, but I don't know if you like hard copies, if you prefer, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might like hard copies.
Let me know if you need anything, we can get copies if you need.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, okay.
I have like 20 years, I don't need any more.
No, I was just in my attic the other day and I'm like, what's this box of paper? I'm like, oh, it's all.
Yes, it's.
It's like good.
I found the 1997 master plan in my file.
I
Or a copy of it somewhere.
Pay for it. We need one.
I read one master plan.
Wow,
Was that like, yeah.
alright, good.
Anyway, okay, let's.
That's why I know about frontage road and
All right, item 16 I put on as discussion, that was the planning board rule, but after then I put this on the agenda. Kind of remembered that
I forgot about that.
the committee the committee doesn't exist until we remake it. So when we remake it, then they can finish off the last part of it and submit it, and we can go through with that and we can move forward with
The
that.
bylaws committee.
The bylaws committee, yeah, they're almost there, we just need to officially start the committee again. So having said that, I'm gonna go straight on to item 17. And
Can I
instead of,
not make a plea to the bylaws committee to please get us the draft? So we can end these meetings a little earlier?
There was a,
yes,
there was
no,
my,
the draft is ready, and I was gonna say, what I need to do is reappoint the committee and
Okay.
add on. So
Okay.
that's what I wanna do now,
Okay.
straight up to item 17, so we can do that straight off and then say that. So the bylaws committee, I'm going to propose, keep it with the people that have been working on it as it is, so that's Melissa, Don. Oh my gosh, no.
was Adrian.
It was, and you and Adrian.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna suggest, because I know it's almost at the end, and I didn't put myself on that committee, I'll just put myself on that committee to finish it up.
But you're automatically on every.
I know, but I wasn't on it, Adrian was doing it, right, she was like my designate, right, so I can manage that.
Okay.
I'll do that. So myself and the rest of the committee, we need to get this to the board at the next meeting. I propose we have a quick one meeting, just to go over the line items when you submitted.
Yep.
Then we can submit it to the board for their perusal before the next meeting. I don't think it's gonna need much discussion, honestly, there's not that many major changes, it's just the things that we've all been talking about for a while. Reorganizing the agenda items and the timings of the meetings to make sure that we can all get home a little earlier.
Alright, so you know what, when I follow up on these other issues later, I'll send an email out to everybody, we'll pick some dates. Melissa's been really good at doing it up until this point.
Yes,
Yeah,
Melissa, you're still running it, I'm just gonna sit on it just to fill it so we can complete it and get it done. All right,
Good.
thank you. Right, that being said, I'm gonna move on to a few other committees. The sign review committee, I sent an email around to the sign review committee as we have, asking them if they wanted to serve again in that capacity. They all did. I reached out to Ali Norton, because I completely forgotten that, Robin was on it, and we hadn't had any applications, which is why it didn't pop up since she resigned. So Ali's confirmed that she will be the FCP person on that committee, so that then now we can all look at that application that Maureen sent round.
So
And
who
respond.
else is on it?
So it's Hannah, oh my gosh, Mark,
Yep.
Wendy Orr, and Ali Norton. And myself. And Maureen had sent round an application, so I said, hold off, we'll reassign the committee and then they can respond ASAP as soon as we do that and get that through to her. I also mentioned to Ali that something that I intended to do 18 months ago, and because of all the hoo-ha last year and everything with losing secretary and all that sort of stuff, we didn't get round to. But I believe that there is a opportunity and a need to review the use of the SRC, the committee, and the signage ordinances such that it assists businesses in town more effectively. The process that happens for them, and our SRC is part of it, is not working effectively to help the businesses and applicants.
To help them get their permit and.
It's confusing, nobody knows, right, so the backwards and forwards, so I'll probably start a committee to look at that, but it will be reaching around lots of departments effectively. Do you know what I mean? You're gonna have to work with the FCP closely. It's also gonna have to work and look at the with the construction officials, because they're the one, you know, Maureen, but also we have to, within that, make sure that we maintain that the SRC has an important role, because as Jeff pointed out to me very kindly once, we have to do that, the SRC, we can't not have an SRC to make it simpler for them, because the SRC actually means that they don't have to come for minor site plan for signs. So we have to keep that in mind. But I'll be looking to.
I'm sorry, could you copy me on that on correspondence related to that as the construction code liaison?
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I haven't finalized who might need to be on it, I threw it out to Ali that that's something that we want.
I don't need to be on the committee, I'm just as the
Okay.
construction code liaison, just.
Okay, no problem.
I'm happy to serve if you need me, but that's not wasn't my intention.
All right, no problem, perfect. And then moving forward, then we've also going to have the committee that we mentioned, the work that was mentioned earlier. We need a separate committee for that now, or do we, because I was going to set up a master plan stroke housing, like to look at the housing element, because there's been quite a few things happen with the housing element that we need to incorporate and tidy up. Not least of which is ex-councilman, gosh, why am I blanking on his name?
Long?
Jeremy Long, his thing about the housing aspect for
Adults with disabilities.
thank you, that's what I was looking for, adults with disabilities and things like that. And then we've got some things to tidy up. So I was looking to set up a committee for that. I have not, with all the connection this week with different things. I'll announce that one at the next meeting. I'll work on that. With people who might be interested in serving on that kind of committee. I will say on a personal note, I didn't say this in my comments earlier. One thing that came out of a lot of stuff that happened at the end of last year that really surprised me, because I don't know, I take planning board and the remit that we are given and what we own and what we look after seriously. Just me. And in all the stuff that happened last year, I heard multiple times from various different sources that the master plan doesn't matter at the end of the day. You don't really have to take notes of it if you don't want. So I will say that if anybody wants to serve on that committee, I'd like to know which side of that fence you stand on. I'd like people to be involved in a committee to look at, on behalf of the residents and taxpayers of the town, that believe in the master plan and our documents that we have to work towards fundamentally. Does that make sense? I'm just saying that.
It not only makes sense, but I think just for purposes of clarity for some of the new members, which I mean, I know Susan knows, but I think there's a difference between the master plan always is important. Every time you grant a variance, you have to evaluate whether or not that variance is consistent with your master plan. Every time you look at a zoning ordinance, that yes, ultimately the governing body can adopt a change that it may be inconsistent, but that's completely separate and apart from your obligation and the applicant's planners and your planner's obligation to advise as to whether or not a variance is consistent with your master plan and can be granted, without any detriment to it. So separate, it's, I think what you may be talking more about are comments that, people say when we review these ordinances for consistency, yes, we could find them to be substantially inconsistent, but still the governing body by statute has the ability to still adopt it once it makes certain findings. Separate and apart for the variances and the standards that have to be met by an applicant for us to grant variances.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Just so that's correct.
It was just me. All right,
Wait, so
so
you asked the question early in your comments.
Mhm.
Regarding what I brought up with the zoning stuff, that we needed, I don't think we need a committee for that at all.
okay, all right, that's going to be dealt with Tara.
Tara,
And then,
Chris Corsini's firm, getting circulated wherever it needs to get circulated properly.
okay,
I don't think it needs a committee to review it,
okay. That's good.
because Bethlehem is producing
What were we
a model ordinance from other
Okay.
municipalities.
And I made a note about escrow, but we already said we're gonna wrap that into that process too, so that's good. Looking at our escrows is something that we might have to change. Our escrow amounts that we ask for to make sure that we have enough in the pot when it's needed. The year-end report is something we're gonna have to think about. Obviously with Carla, I'm gonna have to see how we can pull that together. We have to do that by a certain day. We have to do it.
She should, no, I'm saying.
No.
If her objection is just the meetings, have her work on this right now.
Yeah.
Because the real, I mean, in terms of,
As well.
yeah, because the only open, and really just
Really
pointing
just
from
the
the
meetings
prior
that-
stuff,
that kill me.
the,
It's really just the meetings that.
No, get it.
I would encourage you to have her work on this now. There's only two open applications. There's actually not much
No, it's for-
stuff going on.
And Eileen had a form that she would always fill out. So she would
That's
use
what I was
that
gonna do. I was gonna send her the old one. It's what I did with all the stuff for the Reorg group. I
Yeah,
sent it to her so she could
It's
just.
gonna be a whole lot easier to have her do it than in
Yeah.
person.
So I will absolutely, and we'll have that then for the next meeting, I'll hope. And then,
So, depends.
oh, sorry, Hannah, yeah,
No worries. I was on the arts committee. I just want to confirm whether or not that's still,
Yeah, I
Thing.
reappointed you.
you were reappointed at the council reorg. I forgot to mention that to you, sorry.
no worries. I just wanted to triple check. Thank you.
Yes,
You were.
you're all good. You just answered it all as it was. Thank you. And then the other thing that I'll be doing in the next few months is looking at setting our budget for the year based on the committee work that we just mentioned, and also Mr. Schlinger has agreed to help me review last year's bills audits against the budget I put forward last year, so we can see where we are with that. And then has agreed to move forward in the year as well, basically keep a running tally for us, so we don't have to do it all at the end of the year. Keeping on our budget online and making sure we know where we are if anybody asks at any one point. Appreciate that. Thank you for offering to do that. Appreciate that. So to be our financial guru or something. Is that what you want to be called? You want to take the time? Okay.
Master of the spreadsheet.
Master of the spreadsheet. Ruler of the whatever.
Red pencil.
Ruler.
You have a Sweeney Todd, we're gonna Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
I was
I have all theater makes is in my family, and I do.
Oh,
Singing.
we've got to keep it swinging. All right, item 18 is the bills list, but there's no bills list until the next meeting, so I'm just going to skip over that now. 19 executive session, we were going to have that until I
So
realized,
Mayor had a meltdown.
until the mayor mentioned to me,
You cannot have an executive session without an attorney present.
because the item that we're going to discuss is the item that Kara's conflicted out of.
Kara, the mayor, and the councilwoman, all are recused from it.
Anyway, I will be able to let you know more. The council that is responsible for it.
Who's insurance council?
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes,
it's
it's insurance council. I could give you his
Donna?
name. Wait, hold on.
I-
He did say that he would Donath, Donath.
Nath.
He would be available.
Before.
Jonathan with a Jon.
Yeah, Who that was?
You just mentioned this.
I was, yeah.
No, I might say this wrong.
Jane
Jane Price or Skank?
Oh, Jane Price.
Jane Price.
Jane Price.
Well, I've been told in Jersey you say it's Skank or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
Zona.
I was told NCH was. It is. That's what
Okay,
it's-
she's not from this country. She said Clark. She said Clark instead of Clark, so.
Oh, I mean, it's definitely messing.
Wait, somebody from the store.
Oh,
That's how I was supposed to
Oh.
pronounce her name with.
Yeah, on Main Street, yeah, the skank house, it is true.
Yeah.
The skank house.
See, I get in trouble. I'm just trying to be nice. And
That's my house.
That's the skank house.
Are you telling me I live across the street from this house?
That's right.
telling me Dennis lives in this guy.
He does.
Yes.
I'm
He does.
During the house tours, when I talk about it's the skank house, everyone's laughing.
Oh my God.
All right, so that's good. So
That's
you reached
good.
out to him about.
Already said yes, he will.
Yes, okay, good.
I'll check that it'll come in person, because I think that would be helpful. I
Probably,
did offer him Zoom, but I'll check if he can come. in
probably.
person.
And he doesn't have to come till
Yeah.
later, depending on what's going on.
Depends which one is on, absolutely.
Or,
You could
I
do
don't
that
know how long
special
it could be.
beginning.
We could do it at the beginning, that's right.
It's not.
If it's something that'll be quick, you could do it, get him out and then keep going.
That sounds like a plan. Yes, absolutely. So more, hold that thought, more to come. Excitement. Well, oh, I ran off chair items, but I usually try to say, does anybody else have anything that they want to raise as a chair item that I forgot to talk about, that they want to talk about? I did in my original opening, completely forgot to wish everyone a happy new year. I completely forgot to welcome Susan back to the board. I completely forgot to welcome Mark to the board. So thank you for agreeing to join the board. Thank you for coming back, and it's going to be a great year, I hope. As you know, we've got our professionals back. The student amongst you will have noticed one change, which we had an executive session about, and that was successfully agreed. And that's all clear and good. If anybody has any questions on it, please feel free to call me, and I will talk to you about it if you wish.
So I guess a one little point is that regarding the resolution compliance, Beth McManus has a number of plans that she is currently working on. I think she should finish those off, and then Jim Kyle can do whatever he has for resolution compliance on the new stuff. So I do think she should finish what she's got.
I think that makes total sense that she continues the project that she's still working with the team with. Absolutely, yeah. That's the rules.
And she remains the council's planner.
Yes.
Just so everybody knows. So her partner will be here and she'll be there. Yeah.
I just had one quick question, actually. Do we have a good standing on we have like backups for people in terms of like our professionals needing to recuse themselves, or are we still working on that? I thought we were kind of, no,
We did not go out for alternates.
okay,
Uh,
okay.
I think it was just an oversight, but I think we could, I mean, we don't have to go out, we could ask Mr. Sordillo, because I was recused from that hearing, but everybody seemed to really like him, if he could become our alternate attorney.
It was good.
And I think we used Remington Vernick as our alternate engineer for the one that Clerico couldn't do.
Did they also, didn't they do backup planner once, one of their?
They did a backup planner one as well. I think Did they do a backup planner one?
I mean, look, we could, I thought we,
I feel like we did have somebody here.
We heard from them.
I don't know.
Yeah, we definitely did, because Beth was recused on one of the.
Something, yeah.
It was-
And Jim Pyle couldn't make it.
right, but I mean, obviously, there's a, if Jim Kyle's conflicted, obviously, and Beth isn't, there is an automatic easier backup theoretically there.
Yeah.
But if the
We
firm
had
is
somebody else on their
conflicted, I
phone,
think
yeah.
we had, I think we,
What
I
was his
thought,
name?
oh, we had the
Pat,
other guy,
young guy.
yeah.
What's his name? We had.
All right, the young guy who
Yeah.
was like, that was, yeah.
Yeah, but he was at their
Who
firm.
was there?
Right.
Not a different.
Yeah. Brett,
Yeah.
he's not, we had somebody else.
Karen,
We
did
did.
you contact Joe Sortillo or just?
Yeah.
Karen, you can call him and ask him if he can be our alternate or backup.
I mean, we don't have anything at the
our
moment that
conflict
we
attorney.
just, that's on the agenda, right? It's
Nope.
just a matter of having
No,
backup.
No, but that is good, and I can ask who was the planner, because I know there was one for sure. That Beth was conflicted from.
Yeah, the other thing, I thought, I'm remembering, I could be remembering this wrong. I thought Van Cleef had planners on staff.
Oh, is that what we did? Maybe that's what we
Yeah,
did.
that's a plan.
I thought there was, I thought that
think you
we
brought
might
the
have
planner
once,
there.
a few
That
years ago,
may
we
have
had to
been
bring
the
one of
case, yep.
theirs in.
Right.
Cause they all have planning.
Yeah, it's all.
I really did remember.
Yeah. So we may not have to go too far out
Alright,
to find backups is what I'm saying.
So next time I speak to Bob, I can ask him that. I can
Yep.
ask him if their firm can do it in a pinch, because it is, like you say, it's something, it's good to have on hand and in our pocket,
Yeah.
ready to go.
It happened more with Karen than with anybody else, so.
Yeah. Really causing me a big problem. So, yeah.
So, right? So,
Everything, every time this thing comes up, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I call and
I know.
anyway.
It's
So,
alright. I'm here for everything else.
thank you very much, we much appreciate it. Okay, with that being said,
Move to adjourn?
yes, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everybody. See you on the 27th.
no.
Take care.
All right,
So
hold on.
here are the fully signed ones.
Well, we need to come
And
back
that's the other
tomorrow.
one there.
Mine seems.
No, you can't do it.